Greetings, my unbelievable Change, Rise, Conquer V family. This is your chief, officially late for his flight to London today. As you know, I'm flying to London, or if you don't know, now you know, to spend time with Dato Sri Vijay, the V partners, your uplines, and we're going to watch a match of Manchester City versus Arsenal on the 3rd of February. So stay glued on your TV, and there's a mega surprise for all of you on social media on how we are going to go from London to Manchester City. Wink, wink, wink. Okay. All right. Guys, the year has started. We finished ICE. We just finished an unbelievable ISB. To all the ISB graduates watching this Wednesday message, remember your promise to me, or the commitment of what you're supposed to do this week and the next 30 days. That's our secret. And the rest of you, confront your upline until they allow you to come to ISB, the greatest, most unbelievable training platform in the V history. And I'm sitting down with all the amazing warriors of the V corporate business development, the CEO of Q Lifestyle, Amrel, who has the most amazing products, Trip Saver, QVI Club memberships. And we were just discussing, and I was trying to transfer my intensity and belief to all of them that 2019 is a year that belongs to us, where we have to shine, raise the bar higher and become crazy. And I realized one thing, and I wanted to convey this on the Wednesday message, and I realized this while taking a shower just now, that whatever you say, we are on a journey, okay? And this journey could take 5 years, 6 years. I'm talking about your QNet journey. And your ultimate goal of your journey is to reach max out. And I've said this a million times, that max out is possible. It's not a myth, it's nothing, but it's possible, guys. And there are a lot of people just like you maxing out every week. And that's your journey. Now, the duration of this journey is the only thing I cannot guarantee. Some people start maxing out after 1 year, some people take 3 years, some people take 4 years, 5 years to max out. Now, the key of maxing out is during this journey is not to be distracted. And however you understand your journey, there is a lot of distractions. There's constantly things happening on your left, happening on your right, and I don't mean your organization, I mean life. There are a lot of distractions. And if you look back to the level of focus that you had when you started this journey, it was simply unbelievable. So now I want you to listen to me very carefully and think back to the first week of sign up. The first time you got your first check, when you're aiming for 2,000 US, 5,000, 10,000 US. Your intensity, your focus, your passion, your belief, your craziness was unbelievable. But what happens to everyone, all right, everyone on this journey, except people who are like me and the rest of your amazing uplines, is they lose that mojo. What is mojo? Mojo is that magic within you, that undescribable power, like the mojo of Dato Sri Vijay. You cannot describe it. You will take years to describe the power of that man, our upline and mentor, Dato Sri Vijay, and how he has run this organization and built a network for over 20 years and overcame every single major battle. And that mojo is that intensity, that magic within, that people may not be able to describe, but they feel it, they see it, on stage, off stage, at home, in the bathroom alone taking a shower. That mojo is just buzzing within you. The challenge is, a lot of people throughout their journey, that mojo starts to drop. That magic, that power of an entrepreneur, of a believer, of a dreamer, as I always told you on day 2 of VCon, it starts to drop and people become tired, frustrated, beaten up because of all the challenges they face in the markets they're building. They feel, without saying it, a certain loss of hope that happens to everyone and anyone. And they ask questions, And people, after a long period of frustration, start to question the journey, start to question their purpose, start to question why they are doing this. And on this Wednesday message, I want to remind you. I want to remind you of why you started this journey. If you analyze your life, from the time you were born till the time you signed up in QNet, your life was not extraordinary. It was ordinary. I'm not going to insult it. I'm not going to attack it. All right? Because you put food on the table. Go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. And then you signed up. And when you signed up, it's like you were released from a cage of frustration. You were released from hopeless to hopeful. That the dream that had died in you became alive ferociously. You couldn't sleep the first 1 week. You couldn't sleep the first 1 month. Maybe you couldn't sleep the first 1 year. But now you're sleeping. And there's something wrong with that. And the only thing I can pinpoint is when I played that song Latika on day 2. And when you stood somewhere in the crowd of VCon among the 15,000 or 10,000 or whichever event, you found your dream. And this dream is something that defines you today. That you have become from ordinary to extraordinary. From a non-dreamer, you have become a dreamer. And all these distractions in life, all the challenges, all the lack of success you felt you deserve, basically starts to choke your dream. It starts to kill your dream. Like I always say, the world is out there to kill that dream. And I don't care what challenges you're going through, because it's part of your journey, it's part of your master plan. You either embrace it or you quit, and I hope you don't quit. But during that journey, you should never, at any point, allow the world to slowly kill that dream. That dream that got you out of your comfort zone. That dream that got you to fly again. That dream that made you believe in the possible again. And that dream must be your driving force. And maybe you achieve 10 of your dreams on your dream list. Now it's time to dream bigger. It is time to care about the dreams of the people in your organization. It's time to protect the dream of the guy who signed up yesterday under you, who had that same feeling of mojo, that magic, that power, that I am now an entrepreneur, there's hope for my life, my family. Alright? But if you have lost that power, if you have lost that dream, if you have lost that mojo, then you are incapable of inspiring the guy who signed up today, yesterday, 2 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, who joined you just the way you joined us. Full of fire, full of passion. So somebody asked me, but Chief, I'm tired. You cannot afford to be tired. Because our journey today is no longer about ourselves. That maybe you have achieved your dreams. Maybe you have upgraded your car, bought your dream home, and saved up a little bit of money for the future of your children's education. And then you start to slow down, you start to get tired, you start to get, sloppy. You start to lose your mojo and that power that made you who you were, who got you to the success you achieved. But today, the reason why you cannot slow down, the reason why you cannot allow yourself to be distracted by anything that's happening around you, is because you exist for the new guy who signed up. We exist for that new guy who signed up exactly 1 second ago, somewhere around the world on qnet.net. The guy who saw the presentation, found his dream, believed that there's hope in his life, and now he needs to be inspired. He needs to look up and see somebody who can inspire him to do the impossible, just as you did, or just as you are doing right now in your journey. And a lot of people ask me, Chief, how come I never see you switch off? How come you're switched on all the time, even when I'm late for a flight? It's because I do this. I live this way. I protect my mojo. I energize myself. I remain powerful. For the last man who signed up 1 second ago. For the last dreamer. Alright, that woman who basically thought there was no hope. Alright, that homemaker or housewife who today wants to be an entrepreneur and be independent financially. To achieve financial freedom, as we say. That's our role in network marketing. Our role in network marketing is to inspire the next. Alright? To protect the next dream that comes into our organization. To make sure that everyone who signs up is a warrior, and the only way you can do it is you remain a warrior. That no matter how much success you have achieved, no matter how badly you have been beaten up by this system of our corrupt world we live in, you have to remain a warrior. You got to remain a believer. You got to remain a dreamer, because the last man and woman who signed up is going to be dependent on you, even if you got 2 downlines or 4 downlines. And this requires you to believe again that you can be the person you were when you signed up. That warrior, that crazy moron with a dream, who didn't care what the world said, who was not affected by any distraction in his or her life. But they were so desperately focused, like a maniac, to achieve that dream of theirs, that you are willing to pay any price to achieve that dream, that you are willing to die to achieve that dream. And today, whether you like it or not, you have become a little bit afraid. Your warriorship is depleting every single day because you are being beaten up. And I'm telling you to stand up and be that person I know that I saw on Decon sitting in the crowd. Regardless of who you are today, what income you have today, be that person. Be that person who didn't need to sleep. Be that person who could convince anyone and everyone to sign up on the spot. Be that person who could answer any negativity questions, who could handle negative media, negative Google. You found a way. You created a picture. Not because you were smart, because your mojo was so powerful, so unbelievable, that it sent out a message to the world that nothing and nobody can stop us. And this is what Dato Sri Vijay built. Alright? Forget the complaint, forget the products, forget everything you're doing right now. Just find that mojo again. Find that power that you see in Dato Sri Vijay, in Japadas Bismarck after 20 years. And they have been beaten up more than anyone else in this company. I have been beaten up more than you. But I sit here today and I'm telling you, my mojo is full on. It's so powerful, it's so bright, it's so hot. Alright, that it's contagious to everyone, especially the guy who signed up yesterday. So whether you are 10 years in the business, 5 days in the business, be the person you were. Be the person you were the day you signed up. When that click happened, when that belief started, when you realize you actually have dreams. Alright, when the rest of the world before QNet stole your dreams, this time don't allow your dream to die. Find bigger ones. Fight ferociously. Fight for the last man and the last woman who signed up. Because at one point of your journey, you were that last man. You were that last woman. And your uplines, myself, Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, we maintained our mojo. We ignited a crazy fire inside of us so that you would be inspired, that you would have faith, that you would fight the battles by our side with no fear. And I keep telling you, the battles will come. People will attack. Alright, what else do they have to do? They hate to see us successful. They are afraid of the magnitude and power of the V and QNet and Q Lifestyle. When we land in a country, we don't sign up one person. Our dream is to conquer that country and become the strongest network marketing company in that country. And we have achieved that every single country we went to. They knocked us down, we got up again, as Dato Sri Vijay said. They knocked us down harder, we got up again. We got together. Because you can kill our image, you can try to destroy our brand, but you cannot slow us down. Because our mojo is from within. Our belief system is in one thing, the truth, that we have not done anything wrong, we will never do anything wrong. Alright, our moral code is at the highest level, thanks to Dato Sri Vijay and Japa. Alright, but we believe in one thing, that we are here to change lives, that we are here to give hope to that last man and the last woman, you know, the common man and the common woman with the uncommon dream, just as you were 5 days ago, 5 months ago, 5 years ago, or 15 years ago. The reason why you are on this journey today Because somebody shared with you not the opportunity, but his belief, the power of his or her dreams, that you felt his or her mojo, you felt the faith, the absolute unconditional faith that this will work, and it has proven so for 20 years. So my Wednesday message to you, get your mojo back. Remember the day you signed up. Nothing could shake you. Nothing could turn you into negative. You were a positive, buzzing, energizer, crazy, networking bunny. Are you guys with me? And I'm telling you today, I'm flying to London to meet 70 warriors of Dato Sri Vijay. Alright? But there are 7 million warriors around the world. And you must be one of them. That our journey is a journey of truth. Nothing to fear. Because every step you take, just think of the last man and the last woman, the presentation happening right now, who's going to sign up, who's going to watch your video, watch my Wednesday message, and they must feel one thing. They must feel the power of our mojo. And when the power comes from within, nothing and nobody can stop us. 2019, alright, is change, rise, conquer.